advise couples to record a sex tape? Do they measure the risk involved, or you say love covers it all? What comes to mind when sending news to your partner? Would it be for their eyes only? And what if it leaks for the whole world to see? Well, some say it's for the fun of it. Well, on this episode of Moans and Cuddles, we explore all these questions. I am Paulina Deda Opoko. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Moans and Cuddles on Ghanaweb TV. Now, the big question on the table, why send news to your partner? Yeah, a lot of people say it's a very dangerous part, like, if you are into that game where, you send and receive news from your partner. But today we're going to discuss that and explore all the risks involved. So, to help me do justice to this topic, I have actress Cecilia Anubani. Sisi.
Hi, doll.
See, when I see you, I know that we are going all out. We are saying what we ain't supposed to say.
Oh, yes,
like,
yes.
Say
no
loud.
filter here.
And I like your look.
Thank you, boo.
Okay, that's it. Then in the middle, we have Cosmos Izeno. He's a sex educationist. He's been sandwiched by the ladies. Cosmos, it's good to have you back.
I'm glad to be here.
The last time you were here, where we were talking about what men wish women knew about their sexual fantasies. I was like, wait, who is that guy?
Yeah.
Like,
he was intense.
The things he said. Please, let's keep the same energy.
Of course.
Now, remember that the show is proudly sponsored by Cheesy Pizza. Cheesy Pizza has all you want from juices, smoothies, jollof, fried rice, spag, and meatballs. We have great deals for you all week round. Cheesy Pizza gives you the McCheesy combo every Monday and Thursday with only 49 cedis. You get one small pizza, fries and chicken, one cola drink at all branches. Tuesdays are Super Tuesday at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Buy your Super Family Pizza at half price every Tuesday for 40 cedis at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Be part of the midweek bonanza every Wednesday. Buy and get one free at all Cheesy Pizza branches. And also remember to start your weekend with special jollof and fried rice from Cheesy Pizza branches every Friday. Call 026-413-3397 to place your order. Cheesy Pizza, your way. Now, they say ladies first, but Sisi, I'm gonna save you. The first question on the table, should nudes, like when it comes to sending nudes, should it be based on your decision or a demand from your partner?
It's never a demand.
It should never be.
It's never a demand. When you're in a relationship with someone, nothing should really be a demand in the relationship, because it's a partnership. It's two people, two equals who are sharing an intimacy, who are sharing a bond. They're on a journey that should perhaps one day culminate into marriage, and even beyond marriage, the journey continues. Okay, yeah, you can ask, you can, request, but even when it comes to nudes, I don't think it's appropriate to ask or request. If she wants to, she would. If your partner wants to show you something, they would. It's not something you have to ask for, so it's never a demand. If she doesn't want to do it, she doesn't want to do it. If they don't want to, put themselves out there like that, they should never have to. You, as the partner, needs to understand that, because I think this is very applicable even to married couples too.
Yeah.
So nothing should ever be a demand.
It's your decision.
It's your decision.
Okay.
Totally.
So, Sisi, for people who find themselves in the game, it's cool. Like, they just love to show their man what they are missing. Like, do you want to hurry with work, finish up and come home, come see all you're missing?
Yes.
Maybe long distance.
Yeah.
A whole lot of things inform people to do that. But how do you play safe?
How do you play safe?
Yeah.
Gosh, is there ever a way of playing safe?
Huh.
No, I mean, it's really just about the relationship, how it's going. You might, and it's okay, putting aside all of the responsible stuff, right?
Yeah.
The irresponsible part of me is like, I just want to tease him a little, and that's the fun part of the relationship, when you just want to make baby tease each other. I think now what is happening is everybody wants to show everything on social media, and that's the problem. And because damn, I mean, I don't try to show my age, but like in the past, it wasn't about that. It was just about, you know what, I'm just trying to tease you. I'm trying to send you something. This is what is waiting for you, or this is what I'm working with this evening, you know, and that's what it was about. But it's just because of social media and everybody wants to be like, look at me.
Show something.
Yeah. And that's the only problem now. That's why it's become such a cliche.
So you cannot
taboo.
even play safe. Like, you know, no matter how you trust the person.
I mean, with something like Snapchat, you can streak it and set it such that the person cannot save it or something. Because Snapchat will sell you out. If you try to save something, Snapchat would alert the person that the person is saving. But even with that, someone can just use another phone to work.
Exactly.
Telegram, for example, has the option of secret chats where you cannot screenshot at all. If you do, it comes as a blank screen.
Wow.
You know, you can send. But even with that, it's still a risk. Again, the person can take with a different phone. Telegram again has that option where you're sending something, and I think WhatsApp now has it too, where it disappears after the person watches it. But with Telegram, you can set it with. It's never really safe, even with all these safeguards, even with all these protective whatever. It's never really safe.
Protective.
If I'm going to say, if I'm going to rank, I would say right now, Telegram, if you're going to do something like that, is the safest, followed by maybe Snapchat or something.
So I've heard so many reasons why women or men send nudes. So Cosmo, I'm going to ask you, for a man, if you receive nudes, whether video or photo from your partner, does it light up your day? Tell us.
My birthday, I woke up to a beautiful set of breasts in my DM with a happy birthday message, and I can assure you I was smiling for almost the rest of the day.
Yeah.
On No Bra Day, my DMs were literally,
oh wow,
I mean, I was the happiest man on social media that day.
Okay, so you can make him happy.
These were not like internet something. These were personal. Someone would text me and be like, "This is for you.
Wow.
Watch and be happy." And it was so beautiful, you know. Yes, so definitely lights up your day from the right person.
From the right person.
People.
Sissy, women too, how do we feel about it? Wait, not because there's been instances where someone will just send you a dick photo. Like, I don't know you
I was
from
gonna say, can I say dick?
Say it, my dear. Like
a dick pic is like
my face.
Damn.
Like
the dick is not an attractive. When it's not working, it's not that attractive. So I mean, when you get a picture of it, it's a bit like, I don't know.
But why would you send a dick which is not erect? Like a sleeping dick?
I'm not gay, but I have seen some really beautiful specimens out there.
Really? I mean,
no, we're not saying that.
We're not saying.
No, that's not what we're saying.
No, we're not saying it's not
That's what we're
beautiful.
saying.
It's just a bit.
It's just weird.
When there's energy,
We
in
need
it,
we
like,
need
you know.
warning with a dick pic. I think a boob pic is like, ooh, boobs.
No.
But
Everyone
a dick
loves
pic is
boobs.
very much.
I realize
Like-
this. Regardless of your sex or gender or sexuality, everybody loves boobs. Men, women, all the things in between. Everyone loves boobs. Dicks, not so much.
Yes, exactly. So it's like
We're
a dick
really
pic is
not
not
appreciated.
that attractive
True.
in a picture.
True.
See?
That's
So
very
yeah,
true.
guys with the dick pics, please relax.
Unsolicited. My
Maybe
gender,
send
my
some
gender.
chest. I think we underestimate the chest. Send like a nice picture of the chest with the V, you know, the
Yeah,
yes.
that V, like, oh,
the V
sexy.
is so much nicer than a real
What
raw
about those
dick
who
pic.
don't have like the abs?
Everybody
and all?
has the V.
Wait,
The,
are you
not the
talking
V,
about
the
the-
abs.
But it doesn't have to be Abby. It has to be, because every woman knows what she's working with. Do you know what I mean? If I'm with a skinny guy, I know I'm working with a skinny guy.
I like
if I'm
how
with
you
a buff
put
guy,
it. Every woman knows what she's working with.
yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I'm with a fat guy, I know what I'm working with. You know, that's my belly. That's what I like. I'ma shake
When
that.
I see, I'm like, oh, that's my belly. That's
Yes.
it. Oh,
so show
my.
me like some abs or some, do this.
No,
something,
it's not
but-
all about dick food.
Yeah, but the dick pic is just, and you always seem to open it at the wrong time when, somebody just walks up on you and like, oh,
But it's not cool seeing a dick photo from a guy you have nothing,
Oh, no,
absolutely
it is
nothing.
not.
No, that's a huge no.
Even for
That's
men,
a
I don't
huge
think
no.
maybe if we're in that, because recently KKD was saying that he keeps on receiving news from women that he doesn't know, so he can text them and like, wait, is it wrong destination? Like, oh no, KKD, I want it, and he's like, he doesn't
No.
want it. Know whom you are playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
that's very true. I feel like a lot of men won't complain when women send them these things because obviously men being men, you know, we
Like
want to
to
see
see
it
it.
regardless.
Yeah.
But when the gender role is reversed, it's just weird, you know, because I've had some friends. I wonder the logic behind it. You know, you send a girl your dick pic. It's just weird.
Okay,
like-
let me tell you the logic behind it, right? Basically, what they're trying to say is, this is the size you're going to get.
It could be yours.
Do you know what I mean? It's all about the size. Exactly. And it's all about it's big. It's because, you know, when you're doing that whole initial talk and the guy starts talking about, you know, it's big, it's thick, it's long, it's
You want to
this.
know if it's audio or
Yeah.
you know.
So, and I always think, God, why this description? Like, when we get there, I will see it. But yeah, it's mainly because I think that's what's behind it. You want to show what you're.
If you're you know like that with a person and you know you are talking the talk and you want to prove whatever that, I think that's between you and the person. But a lot of women can attest to the fact that they have received on social media unsolicited dick pictures, which is incredibly annoying. And in my point of view, it's borderline harassment. You know,
It is
because it's
is.
usually not impressive as like. Not to sound racist or something, it usually comes from some of the Middle Eastern people. It's kind of annoying, especially. I don't know if the women in their country are not enough.
That's how
for
they
them.
moved
They
them
send
or-
it. I don't know. Maybe they broadcast it, and hopefully one
One will catch it.
you know, like, oh wow. And, I mean, once
Okay.
you go black, you never go back.
Alright.
They've seen things.
All right, but then there are some people who hate the whole idea. Like, no, I'm against it. Why send nudes? Anything could happen. Now, the big question: can you explain why people take photos or videos? You know, their personal body. Does it make you feel good?
Why do we take? I mean, you know, I have a good body. I'm very proud of my body. So I don't mind showing it to the man that I'm with or who I'm interested in or whatever it is. So I think that's where some women are coming from. You know, I guess that's basically what it is. It's just been, and you know, I always talk about this, mental health. I am very, very comfortable with me.
I've always wanted to ask this as well. I feel like a lot of women want validation for their insecurities as well.
I don't think, well, I'm not sure what other women do it for. Yes, sometimes, you know, women are very, they
So
want
she
to be
wants- she wants
validated
guy
all the
to,
time.
Wow, you're I mean,
Yeah.
she wants to feel like, you know,
To feel good.
She feels beautiful, like he finds her attractive. So she sends it to him, and then I've had instances where I'm not interested in the person, but then the person will send me, you know, like something, and I just, you know, those things don't exactly move me like that if I'm not like that.
Well,
And
that's what I don't know why a girl would send it to a guy who's not interested in her,
As
like
you
into
said,
her.
like it's
Trying
just
to
telling you
impress,
this
you
is
know.
what you're missing. You can get
Exactly,
this.
but
and
for a
I
woman
guess
to do
No.
that also is because I'm thinking she has to be very confident, because if you're not confident and you're sending something out there and you're not looking right in all of the angles, this is why we practice angles, ladies.
Girl.
Right.
The other day,
Angles.
I'll talk about this later on the show. The other day, I was teaching girls. I got to a point when I realized, me can't munti. So if you're going to do it, just do it right.
Yes, that's
Just do
what
it
I
right,
mean.
'cause
That the
I
leg has to be all kinds
I
of.
said
Maybe
something.
a little lingerie.
Yes.
No, like sometimes when
Yes.
you're wearing
I said
something, you spice it
I said
up.
something to one of my girls. I told her, look, if your nudes are to ever get leaked, if it's terrible, it's a leak.
That's it.
If it's nice, it's a wallpaper. And she was surprised, and I'm like, you see the
Yes.
energy you put into taking snaps.
Yeah.
And people
Put the
look at your
same
snaps and
energy.
screenshot like, wow, this girl put
That's
the same
it.
energy
Energy.
into.
Exactly.
If you
Get
find
it.
yourself in that.
Exactly. Yeah.
A lot of girls do it to validate their insecurities. They want the person they're sending it to be like, oh my god, wow, you're beautiful, and it sparks something in them, like, wow, she finds me attractive, you know.
Yeah.
And-
No,
Wow.
I think definitely you have to be working with some kind of confidence there. I'm not around most of these people who don't have confidence. I don't know.
You don't know
Oh,
how
I-
it
I-
works.
Yeah,
I
but
am-
in terms
I
of
am.
confidence, I'm not gonna send you something if I'm not confident in it or in me.
That is why, as we
Yeah.
stated earlier, it should be a decision, not like a
Yeah,
demand. So
exactly.
maybe you're not feeling okay. Maybe
Exactly.
you're not in the.
They do
You know,
it.
taking nudes comes with the mood.
It's a job. Oh.
Oh yeah, a lot of these
If you're
younger
not
girls.
in the mood and
A lot
you
of
like,
these
you
younger
know,
girls do it just because maybe they are with someone, and a lot of these guys, no offense, manipulate the girls. They
Right.
guilt trip them, and so a lot of these girls are doing it not because they want to, but because they don't want to lose the guy, or because the guy is demanding for it, and
Satisfied,
they, you know, they want to just. But I've met girls who absolutely love to show their bodies off. They know they have it. They know they are amazing.
Yeah.
And they just want
that's
you
why I
to
was
see it.
asking the
Yeah.
question. Like, it's not about, women don't always take news just to send to their partner. Like, you just want to, you are just there. Maybe like, you know, you having to have matching.
The girl's
Yeah.
secret.
And
Yes,
it's
or
a big
the
deal
lingerie
for
is
us.
looking
The girl's
good.
Exactly.
secret.
So
Every
they'll
girl
take
takes
it-
nudes in secret. Every girl at some point has taken pictures of themselves naked.
You're not gonna deny it.
No,
Every
I'm not.
girl.
Yeah.
I said it one time, guys were not believing me, and so I called like 10 girls, and I asked each and every one of them, admit it. You've been alone before, maybe out of the shower, just checking
Oh, yeah.
yourself out, and
yeah.
you have taken nudes. You've maybe not sent it to anybody, but
No,
you've taken
not
it, and they
necessarily.
all said yes.
Yeah. I mean, why
It's
wouldn't
a
guys
thing.
believe that?
But then in such a case, it will hurt if you're just for your eyes only situation.
Right.
And then maybe your phone gets into the wrong hands.
Exactly.
And then it leaks.
Yeah.
That is more painful.
I
It's not
think-
like I was sending it to someone. You're gonna blame yourself for the rest of your life. So why did I even do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The guilt will
The
eat
guilt,
you up.
it will eat you up.
You take a nude of yourself, perhaps on your Snapchat or something. Someone is going through your phone, comes across it, and this thing annoys me so much. They transfer pictures from your phone to their phone, or
Hey.
you take your phone.
Like
Oh
airdrop.
yeah, it
Yeah.
happens.
Who are
Yeah.
these people?
It happens. Yeah.
If you're having a
I've had-
latest phone and like, okay, people always take your phone to go take pictures. You never know who's got evil
right,
intention.
right,
You can
yeah.
just airdrop
Yeah.
it and
I
then
know a couple of people it's happened to. You know, she gave her phone to a friend, and he saw, you know, pictures of her naked on it, and he sent them to himself
Wow.
to later use it against her, and it was such
That's
a very
slow.
messed up
That's
something.
slow.
Wow.
You know,
anyway.
and so there are cases where people have sent their phone to the phone shop, or they have gone to, you know how they swap phones in Accra, and they forgot to, you know, they forgot
It's
to
not
delete
going
these
there. No,
things.
when you are in the game, or if that's your habit, I don't know how to hammer it. I don't know how to stress it enough. You need to play safe.
Oh, there was a recent incident,
You need
I
to
think
play
last
safe.
year or 2 years ago. A girl's, you know, video was out
Mm-hmm.
between her and her boyfriend. He was giving her head. Those who know. And
If you know, you
if
know.
you know. And how it leaked was, she wanted a new phone, and obviously boyfriend being boyfriend wanted to, you know, change her phone for her, upgrade it. So he swapped the phone, got her a new phone, a better phone. He cleared everything from the phone, but you see, on the iPhone, when you delete stuff, they go into the trash.
Right.
He did not, you know, delete things
the
from the
trash.
recently deleted.
Oh,
and
wow.
the person who got the phone, the person who bought the phone after, saw it, and then the rest is history.
But before we just wrap this first segment, I just want to know, when it comes to partners, lovers, whether married or dating, having to record the act, you know, the whole love making thing, does it? Wait, I haven't been in that position, because maybe I would say maybe I'm lost in the moment. I'm enjoying it. I don't have time to having to, you know, whatever it is. So why do that anyway?
People do different things in the moment, the heat of the moment, you know. Yes, some do that to rate their performance, you know. Others do it just to see themselves on, you know, they want to see what it looks like when they're doing it. You know, a friend of mine was talking about that, and I was like, rather than to record yourself, why don't you put a mirror and you can look at you can see yourself in the mirror. That experience was mind blowing for her. But then people want to
Sissy,
I just lived too much.
you can try it in the mirror. It's a live something. It has a whole different feel to it, you know. But a lot of people want to see it. They want to see it. They want to see the dick doing that thing, you know. They want to see how she wants to see how she's throwing it back for him, you know. She wants to see the look on her face when she's coming, stuff like that. So they do things in the heat of the moment.
Yeah.
Others do it just because they find it hot. They want to, you know, they want to watch it later, you know. And then there are the shady ones that record without their partner's notice, just because they want everybody to know that they fucked this girl or something like that.
Did you want to add something to it?
Yeah, definitely. I agree. I mean, people just want to, you know, see themselves, how cute I look. Let me push it back. Let me see how he acts.
I'm like, okay, maybe I was not doing this right. Moving forward, now I see. Maybe I should.
Yes,
You know.
it's just about, you know, I think just playing with each other, I guess. I don't know. It's just of late, as I say, that it's taken a turn for the worst. But initially, it was just about, you know what? It's just a play. Look at your face when you're doing this thing. Look how cute you look. You know, it was just all about that. Yeah, and it was just like a moment between two people that, you know, let's just record this. Let's see how it is, you know?
Cosmo said it, but I think we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll move to the second part of the conversation.
From the dawn of time, people have engaged in several businesses. With the onset of technology and innovation, life has relatively been made easier. By using debit or credit cards,
mobile banking.
Thank you. And your favorite, mobile money?
tech has indeed married business. On BizTech, we spend time with faces behind known and upcoming businesses in the country.
Learn more about the new technologies and innovation,
as well as find out about the trending issues in the world of business.
Join us as we serve you with a variety of compelling interviews, projects and others right here on Ghanaweb TV.
You're welcome back from that quick break. You're watching Moans And Cuddles on Ghanaweb TV. Now, let me just play the devil's advocate. Cause, what made you send news to your partner?
Who said I sent news to my partner?
You know you have.
Oh, I have.
Okay.
I won't deny it. I have. I mean, reasons vary. Reasons vary. Sometimes I've sent them because she's requested. She wants to see it.
She wants to see it?
She misses it.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes I've sent because she loves that that spontaneous something. You know, because I could wake up. That is like the person I was with at the time. You know.
Oh, so now you're available.
I mean, it depends. I've been with different people.
No, because wait, a question at a time. Are you single? Should we make a move?
Make your move. If it works, it works.
Okay.
Anyway, so partners, they're different. I've been with people who absolutely would not. I've been with people who umbi sample best and amount. She wants you to see it. This is it, Papi. This is it, Daddy. I want you to see it. You know,
Daddy.
You'd wake up in the morning and. You know, you used to get MTN messages, but now you wake up, you open your Snapchat,
Boobs.
and then you see the little red and purple, right, icon, and you just smile like you know what's coming. You know, you open it and you just smile. You see a perfect set of boobs, or you know, stuff, you know, you see stuff, you know, so sometimes you also want to like return the favor, you want to show something. It's there's a certain intimacy to it, you know, being so comfortable with somebody that you're able to show them your nakedness. You know, it's in the bedroom, showing your nakedness to the person, yes, it shows a certain amount of trust, a certain amount of being comfortable with the person, but sending it online, knowing the risk and everything, that's also something else. And then there are times when just look at it like, damn, you're gorgeous, and I wanted to see it, you know. So you package it nicely with a little cherry on top, with a little bow on top. You send it to her and just sit back and wait for her reaction, and she's like, oh my God, when am I seeing you? You know, it worked.
Yeah.
You know, when you send it and she's like, when am I seeing you? Or, you know, I want you to come over this week, or I want to come over this week. Then you know it worked, you know.
It's a win-win.
Yeah, so, but then there are other times when, you know, I mean, I feel like it's all about you knowing your place with the person and knowing when to do some, you know, some things, when it's appropriate and when it's not.
Well, it's not. But then, can nudes spice the relationship? If yes, you know, how does it come? Let's hear it.
I mean, for nudes for wives, I mean, you know, some wife will send a nude to her husband in the middle of a meeting or something, and he's like, oh my God. Like, it kind of like, I can't wait till I get home. So with wives, I think that's why they do it, just to spark up the relationship, you know, get it going. It keeps it young, it keeps it fresh.
Yeah. A lot of women forget when they enter into marriages what they used to do when they were in relationships.
It becomes routine.
It becomes routine. They start to become that woman.
Yeah.
You know, when they should keep things spicy.
It keeps
and
it
hot,
spicy because
you know,
if you're not sending it, this little chick over here with her upright boobs,
she's sending it.
It's sending it.
If you're feeling insecure, maybe you feel like, you know, the boobs are not standing. Maybe.
Oh, but there's so many positions.
Do it.
Angle. You're talking about angle.
He's your man. He's your husband.
Yeah.
Even though he spends the night with you every night, he's in your bed with, you know, he's seen it all. But you need to make it fresh for him every time. You need to make it something that he looks forward to coming home to, you know. And in my experience, I realized being naked is nice. But there's a certain erotic nature to not being naked, not being fully naked. A woman who is half naked is somehow mysteriously more sexy than a woman that's fully naked. You know, so you don't necessarily have to send him nudes. You can send him thirst traps. Yeah. That's one thing a lot of girls need to learn to do, because I realized that whilst nudes can, you know, be so damaging, thirst traps are moderately acceptable. You can put on that lingerie that's exposing some thigh, you know, leaving the rest to your imagination. He wants to see what's beneath that. You know, he wants to unwrap. He wants to solve that puzzle. You know, it's more erotic than sending actual nudes. There are times when you can show him the nudes, but I would rather advise a lot of girls to, if you want to do something like that, to do thirst traps, you know.
I mean, definitely, I have like these outfits.
Girls don't know how to do
look at me
these
putting
things.
myself out there.
They try
like,
to do it and it
these
comes
nurse
off.
outfits. I don't know, like,
Oh, wow.
I think people are starting to send them here now, but
okay.
look at you. You know, nurse outfits, you know, and they're very cute. I mean, they sell them, like they used to sell, well, coming from the UK, though, you can buy it from the costume shop, and then you have just the little apron, the little hat, and you know, maybe the nipples is out or whatever.
Sent to daddy.
Yes, and so it kind of like gives it that whole, I can't wait to nurse you tonight, you know, or something. Ooh. Those kind of innuendos, or a maid outfit. Like, you know, I can't wait to clean your whatever with my tongue, you know, like.
I love the show. Gosh.
She's definitely right.
See, there are people who do the no face, no case. So whether I'm, you know, it's a bit covered or whatever, anytime I'm sending it to you, no matter how I trust you, Still no face. So you can see everything but not the face.
Never show your face in a nude picture. I realized you can't stop people from taking nudes. When people were living in caves, in millennial, way back in the olden days when they were living in caves, and they would draw women and stick figures and still add boobs, When men learn to sculpt.
And that's the first selfie. I mean, that was the first, nude pic.
When men learn to sculpt, there are so many sculptures. I mean, the most famous sculptures in the world are of naked people. Painters have painted famous portraits of women naked. It's always been a thing where people want to see people naked. So when the camera was invented, it was only a matter of time before people wanted to document themselves naked. The world is more connected. It's a global village. Anything you do can be out there for millions of people to see, and it's next to impossible to erase something off the internet once it's on there. So I feel like if you're ever going to do something like this, no face, no case. But it goes beyond that. Not just no face, no case. But then if you have
and make sure you don't have no tattoos or anything, because
no identifiers.
No, that's not right. Dude, I can see the exact
no identifiers. If you have tats and you're taking it even without face,
we know that
it's a no-brainer. We know that it's you. And then jewelry, if you're always wearing this particular piece of jewelry, that has come to it's for example, with a Tiwa something, right? When it came out at first, people were denying it's not Tiwa, but then a picture came out where she was wearing the exact same outfit.
Yeah.
Okay. No
identifiers, in my opinion. If there's something that can identify you, positively identify you, it's going to be hard to deny if something should ever come out. Like jewelry, like tattoos, like that couch in your room, that curtain in your bedroom. You've always been taking selfies in front of that.
We are gonna link it. The internet's never forget.
Like,
you always
see how they found the guy and everything.
They would know. Recently, Sister Deborah, she posted a picture of her and she covered this. Oh, forget it. We know who he is. You don't have to.
I was like, yo, let the girl live. It was fast.
Yeah, it's fast because identifiers. He was wearing that shirt. Obviously, they would troll the internet to find who is wearing that particular shirt.
Exactly.
And they know him. Yeah. So once these things are very delicate.
And unfortunately, there's always a hater in your camp.
Obviously, always.
Because,
it's always the ones closest to you.
Yeah, there's always a hater in the camp.
We'll later discuss people who send, because I have never felt okay having to send, maybe when there's a video leak and they're like, oh, do you have the video? I'm like, no, I don't have. What do you think I will have? I'm the last person to ask that. I don't feel okay sending people's nudes because I'm thinking, what if I found myself in that situation?
Exactly.
But we are not condemning people who like to take nudes. Whatever the case is, you decide. Once you're mature, then you can take responsibility for that. But then for those who are in the game, how do you perfect it? Because we've said about the angles. Now, if you ask you, wait, how do I take it from someone who's watching at home? Should I take it like this, like that, what? And if I'm wearing something, what should it be?
From the guy, always take it from below. It looks longer.
It looks long. Sissy.
Taking notes. Go on.
Right?
It adds a little bit inches to it.
A little bit of inches and add it a little bit closer too, so it looks bigger in the picture.
Watch and learn.
But as I said, please, we don't want any dick pics. It's not cute, guys. Give us chest or something and the V. But the ladies, I feel like if you're gonna do it, if you've really totally decided that you're gonna do it and you're totally comfortable with the person you're going to do it with, I was talking to you earlier on that no matter how comfortable you are, when it gets to the end and there is hate, because as they say, there's a thin line between love and hate. When hate comes in, those pictures are out regardless.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna do it in style.
Do it well. Do it right.
Do it well. Make sure you're looking good. Don't just wake up with the couscous in your eye and whatever and just be like, here's what I look like. Put some effort into it, because the whole thing, initially, these kind of pictures started out to allure, is to get that guy or girl like, oh, you know, it's to allure them. So if you're just gonna be just waking up with your hair not did or whatever, no. Put some effort into it so that at least we can, you know, if it comes out, it's a what? It's a screen. It's a screen saver.
Because I'm good. I didn't forget that.
That's what we're aiming for. We're aiming for the wallpaper.
I mean, we see these pictures on Instagram, you know, really amazing nude, semi-nude. Yeah. What stops you
from doing that?
Doing the same. These videos or whatever comes out and you see it and you're like, what am I looking at? Yeah. You know, but there are people who've actually made a living of their nudity.
Yeah.
You know, people who have, you know, with the OnlyFans, that's now, you know, a big thing. People are actually making money off their nudity. So if you're going to do it for free, make it good.
Make it
good.
Yeah.
Lighting, very important.
Right.
You know how you go into the sunlight looking for that perfect
sun-kissed.
Yeah.
Do the same. Don't sit in your dark room with the shadows and taking blurry pictures.
Head of down. Yeah.
If your phone camera quality is
not good,
please,
don't do it.
It's not for you.
This is not for you. It's not your. If he wants to see it, let him get you a better camera to take it for him.
Ladies, you heard.
If he wants to see it, let him get you a phone with a better camera to take it for him. Because if you're going to do it right.
Do it right.
Yeah.
If it must be
definitely.
Done,
it has to be done right.
Lighting,
and I think
angles.
We have to, like, as women, it has to be part of you. If you're sitting right. If you're, you know, you don't just be like, yeah, what up? Like, I've seen girls now, and it's like, yo, what is happening with our girls? You know, I mean, yeah, I know that nudity, you know, I saw the beach thing, I think this weekend or whatever, a lot of girls were almost naked. And I was like, okay, yeah, but do it in this way. Do it so it looks sexy. If you're gonna be naked or half naked, it has to be classy as well.
If you're going to be taking nudes, the quality, the angles, the lighting, all these factors, the same energy you take into making pictures for your Instagram post. If you're going to make a video, the same energy you put into making your TikToks, put the same energy into it. Because you're doing it to seduce, you're doing it to turn them on.
Yeah.
Not just to, you know, now
it's not even doing it to turn you on. We're doing it to allure you.
Exactly.
That,
you know,
allure. It's
that is
if
it's your thing. If it's your thing. If it's
Please,
not.
and you know the trick, ladies. Okay, if you're going down there and it's not the same color, or it's the professionals actually put makeup.
Oh.
Make it up. Okay. It's a presentation. You're presenting.
If you want to earn more marks, you know,
yes,
have
it's
to
a
put
presentation. In Make it up.
Interesting.
Okay.
Learn something new today.
Yeah, we learned something new. But let's take a quick break. When we come back, the show continues.
We table issues relating to the arts and entertainment for a riveting discussion, of course, without fear nor favor.
The question the presenter asked them was a dumb question. You need to speak the fact and move.
Varied views. We agree to disagree.
So I would disagree with everything you said. I think that he's a smart guy. I think what he did.
No, but I also said he's a smart guy.
Yeah.
I guess that I'm waiting for the what next. Yeah,
I don't think that we have to wait for what next.
It sometimes gets confrontational, but that's the beauty of the game.
Today you are denying funny face. It's not my brother. Today you are denying funny face. I don't know him. You don't know funny face. It's not my brother. You don't know funny face.
It's a package. We meet, we sit, we dialogue, we learn, we progress. My name is Benefo Huabin Abrantepa, a proud blogger, and this is my forum.
You're Welcome back from that quick break. You're still watching Moans and Cuddles on Ghanaweb TV. Now, to understand the criminal aspect of what we're discussing today, we spoke with a human rights lawyer to, explain and give us more education on what to do. And especially those people who leak people's, nudes for fun, or I don't know what leads them to do that. So let's hear what he has to say.
If you do put a person's nakedness, I believe that's what you mean by sex tape, online, it goes against our criminal code. It's offensive. However, consenting the person who allowed you to put that photographic image or anything on social media or any other platform, but particularly on social media. And the social media, because we have a new Cybersecurity Act that completes these kinds of conduct. And luckily for us, our criminal code also forbids the publication of nudity and other things. And so, yes, so long as it's about the nudity of another person, if it is offensive, then it is even worse. If the intention is to blackmail the person for whatever reason, then you keep, in fact, so it gets worse depending on the purpose for which these materials were put out there for the public consumption.
Okay. Yeah, so I want to come quickly to leakages. Sometimes you may have some nude pictures on your phone, and by chance, perhaps maybe somebody hacks into your phone, or you lose your phone or something. In the process of that comes online. What's your take on that, and how do we ensure that that person's rights is protected as well?
If by accident you lose your phone and someone is able to hack into it, that is quite difficult to tackle. However, there are phones like the iPhones and the Samsungs in particular that have tracing gadgets. They have tracing capabilities, so you're able to trace almost to the last person who had it. And if you're able to do that, first of all, if you're able to do that, the police would quickly come in. The police has a cyber crime unit now that can easily, in fact, disable your phone. And then the network providers also have that kind of system that they can not only trace where the phone is, but also disable it. So I think the safest thing to do immediately this happens is to contact these two organizations, your network provider and the cybersecurity unit of the Ghana Police Service, so they can take immediate steps to not only trace the phone, but also maybe find a way of disabling it. However, where unfortunately the materials are able to get online, luckily for you, they leave footprints. Cyber issues are such that there's always a footprint left by a person who goes online. And so it is even easier that way, if much as a lot of harm would have been caused, but it's even easier when the person uploads anything, any document or pictures or videos online. The police can easily track the IP address almost to the bottom of a particular gadget or laptop. And so they can even find the person much quicker in that regard. And that person, not only has he invaded your privacy, so you could maintain an action in tort and even in criminal law, and then also, i.e., trespass onto your property. And so, in addition to that, is the fact is also the fact of the publication of the nudity, assuming there were nudity published, that the police can also take that part also on under the Cybersecurity Act, and indeed also under Criminal Act, Offences Act.
Very well said. Finally, I want to find out, what advice would you give to persons who are fond of sharing nudes? Because people have all kinds of sexual urges, and every relationship is different and all that. But what advice would you give to persons who are very fond of sharing nudes?
I think lately, the good part is that as we get closer to this kind of world, there are also remedial measures that are also being provided. So if you share your nudes with your sex partner or anyone else, as much as possible, if that's what you want to do, then you have to do it by way of video, so that you see each other live, and nobody needs to record, so that there wouldn't be the need for a record. An evidence of that event happening. However, what turns out, it turns out that you probably have the edge of keeping either the evidence of it or maybe for the memory of it. Then it will be recommended that you probably buy some cloud elsewhere and have it
stored.
I pretend to be a cyber security expert, but I do believe that there are a lot of cloud
softwares, and you can buy space online and all that. Yeah,
so that it doesn't remain on your phone for someone else to be able to hack into it. Because if you have it saved on the cloud, then there are maybe 2 or 3 more steps for the person to be able to hack into that one. After hacking into your phone, he now has to take extra steps to hack into your cloud folder, and that is more difficult for most instances.
Okay.
So these are available. Otherwise, the only other option is that when you finish sharing, insist that each party deletes whether it's a video or a picture that has been shared. Insist that each party deletes it. And I think trust comes in here because even though the 2 parties may trust each other, but accidents could happen and someone else may have access to it. So it is always better that each party insists on the deletion. And I think that would be the best way of going about things going forward.
That was a human rights lawyer educating us on what to do if we ever find ourselves in such a situation. Sissy, what should be your first step if your partner blackmails you with your nudes? Something you sent to them, years back or months.
I've been in this situation.
Oh, for you.
For me. I think the first thing, obviously, I always say to women that as there's a fine line between love and hate, and that hate can come on real quick.
Real quick.
You
won't see it coming.
And it's and don't be surprised with it. I was quite shocked. I was surprised, mainly because I expected more from the relationship. But okay. So we, like, family, friends, whatever, we actually also threatened with the whole law that is coming now, and was like, if you do this, well, it was already done, but we're going to have to go to the police, we're going to have to report you, and it kind of like sends that fear. If it's a fearful person, it sends that fear. In a sense, is how you deal with it and how you take it, because the thing is already out there. Luckily for me, mine didn't go too far, but it's, unfortunately, like, a Tiwa where it just goes. It's definitely, and she dealt with it exactly how I do. It's basically, I accept it. It's me. And what my thought process was, and when that situation came up, was it was made as to feel as if it's a nasty thing, or how could she do that, or the act is so nasty. And I was feeling like, well, isn't it natural? So it's a natural, if the camera wasn't there, that's what I look like.
I like it when people own the narrative.
Yeah, so I think you just need to own it. If it does really go out of proportion and it just spirals, like how the recent case was, you just have to own it and just be like, yeah, it's me. It's a natural act. I did it. It's a personal thing between me and this person. If they feel like they need to, leak it, fine. But definitely, you should also follow the legal side of it as well, if you can.
All right. Because have you ever found yourself in such a situation?
Yes, I have. I have been on both sides of the spectrum. I've been in the middle of different sagas regarding these things, and I've helped so many people through it. And like Cece was saying, you need to own the narrative. And that's one of the most difficult things to do, especially considering how Ghanaians are very sexual.
Yeah.
Ghanaians play at conservativeness, but we are very sexual people.
That's it.
But here's the thing, Ghanaians like to do it. Ghanaians like to do it and pretend like they're not doing it.
No,
and will judge you. They'll judge you for the very same thing. they'll judge you for the very same thing that
They're
they're all
doing,
doing.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So one of the most difficult things to do is to own the narrative, is to accept it and, you know, handle it, because you realize that a lot of these people that fall victim for these things are teen girls, young girls, naive girls, you know, and they are scared. What if my parents find out? What if my mom finds out? Your mom would find out if it comes out, you know. That's the thing. When they are going through these things,
they
panic, they overthink, and the thought process never goes in the right direction. They are overthinking, but you're overthinking about the wrong things. What if it goes out? What if people see it?
So the first step is to talk to someone.
Talk to somebody. Let
you have to have a
know.
circle of people,
you know?
that you can go to. I mean, I kind of like take it for granted, my circle of people. You have to have a circle that you feel like
you really do.
Are, you know, this is what is happening to me. I mean, this is
it's crazy.
I haven't
like,
heard of this.
They think when it happens to them like that, they start to panic. So many times I've had people enter into my DMs scared shitless. This guy has my nudes. He's threatening to leak it. He says if I don't do this, I'm like, hey, stop. Let me just stop you right there. Don't do it. Doing it is not going to change anything. Doing it is not going to make him not have your nudes, because he can tell you he's deleted it.
But it's still
there. And it's
you can
like
send him
digging
money
yourself
and he would ask you for more money, and if you don't send it, you know, like stuff like that. Don't give in to the blackmail.
But then, one thing I've realized is when the sex tapes comes out, like, it's usually the women who are being ridiculed, who are the center of the whole
That's what
thing.
I'm saying. That
I don't understand. It's two people.
Yeah.
Tiwa Savage, for instance.
Exactly.
Everybody
That she was saying
about
that,
her, and it seems like they forgot about the guy.
Look at this.
Yeah.
She had
Why is
sex
it?
with someone. He took a video of her, showed her face, but not his. A lot of the sex videos that come out, you
It's
realize
always,
that it's always showing the woman's face, not the man's face.
Yeah.
Why? Because these women don't think these things through when they're doing it. In the heat of the moment, she's just doing it, right? It's like I said, no face, no case. If he's going to do something like that, he needs to make sure that your face doesn't come in it. And there are times, like I said, when shady people are doing, you don't even know that they're taking a video of you.
That's the
So you
sad
don't
part.
realize that, oh, he has a video of me, you know, whatever. These things, I deal with it on a regular, even before the show. Had a call, you were here, I had a call, same situation. There's something with someone, and now there were rumors flying around that there's a video of her. She's scared shitless, but at least she has someone to talk to. She has someone to come to and you know, express herself to, and let know that this is what's going on, and I'm going to help her do it. You know, a lot of people don't have somebody to talk to, because your friend that you're going to tell is going to judge you. So you are having sex, hey, so you're doing this, so you did this, you did that. They would make you feel so bad. They'll make you feel so terrible that you sent your nude picture to somebody, that you did this. You know, they're not going to help you out. They're not going to help you out through it.
I think what the problem is as well is, you know, talking from this kind of young perspective, is, do these young girls know their rights? And it sounds a lot like they don't.
Do they even know that?
Don't.
Yeah.
I have a friend who is currently in prison because of nudes.
Yeah.
A friend.
It's not
he,
sad.
He was,
it's a good
he
thing.
was friends with me. You know, with him, I would say he rolled with the wrong person that ended him there, and so it's kind of sad for me.
What's the story?
It was in the papers. He had this friend who was a photographer, and you know, they had this franchise that were helping. You know, they had this franchise. They were selling this thing that was a clothing line that was really hyped at the time. It was in 2016. It was really popular back then, you know, and the guy was taking advantage of that popularity to sleep with the young girls. You know, the guy was a photographer. He was a photographer for the clothing line, and he would ask you to come. He would take shots of you. He would make you a model, and then he would end up taking nude pictures of you, and he would use it to blackmail you into sleeping with him and stuff like that. And so what happened was, you know, my friend, being such close partners with him, got implicated when this guy went down. He leaked this JHS girl at the time on Empress Leaks or something like that, and her teacher saw it on Empress Leagues. I don't know what the teacher was doing on Empress Leagues, but he saw him, and the teacher told the father, her father was a journalist or something of the sort. He took it up with the law. You know? Apparently these cases are what have really led up to the cybersecurity law.
It's a good thing. Which is a good thing.
Personal cases. I know him personally, so it was so.
But
weird.
I think that's why it's so important now that people are aware of these laws, and these girls are also aware of these laws as well, so that they know what to do. And especially in terms of these underage girls who may or may not, we're not judging, may or may not find themselves in these sexual, you should know. I mean, I don't know what the age is here in terms of what age
Consent
a man should
is 16.
It should be 16?
Yeah, it's
Why
16.
That's so young.
Mean, yeah.
Isn't it 18?
No, it's 16.
Oh, okay.
You can have sex before you can drive or vote.
Okay, so that's weird. But what about how old does the guy have to be to date an underage? So long as she's 16, she can have sex with any man, any age.
Yes.
Right. I mean,
consensually.
Yeah. These girls also need to know their rights, and I think it's education here.
Education is important.
Everybody takes it for granted.
They take it for granted.
They really take it
for
granted.
Like it's a joke.
You panic. You're like, what am I gonna do? But then there are agencies.
There are agencies that
can take it up.
Willing, ready, ever ready to help you take it up. Even if you don't have the money to fight it, they are ready to help you through it. You know, because it's something that breaks you down. It would die down obviously with, as things do on social media.
At the point, it's the worst thing that could ever.
Don't even know whether to go on social media,
if you're not strong enough, it would scar you. It would break you.
Yeah.
You're scared your parents would find out. You're scared your friends would find out. What would they think?
I don't think. I don't even know how I'm going to handle it if my news comes out. Like, what am I going to do? Like, I'll report it. It's not coming out. But I'm just saying.
But I feel like it's a bit. It's quite funny because if the age of consent is 16. What are all these kids scared of? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it's questionable. So, and that's why I'm saying it's very the culture. It's like, it's a bad thing. Don't do it. But then I can do it legally if I'm 16. So.
I think with Ghanaians, it's not necessarily about the legality
we need
of
the
it.
No, that's what I'm saying. There's a lot of stigma and there's a lot of.
They make sex look like.
It's the worst thing in the world.
If you're having sex, you're such a bad person.
Yeah.
But they're all doing it.
To me, it would mean that then if that be the case, if they're the worst person in the world, then raise the consent. Let it be 21 or let it be 18, so that at least at that point,
we know
that person is a little bit more focused and knows what they're doing.
But we're talking about people who leak videos and stuff like that. I really want, before we come to the end of this discussion, what would your advice be to someone who is in possession of a leaked tape? Because it spreads, and before you know, it's like wildfire.
Don't do it. Once you send it, in that moment of anger, she broke up with you, she cheated on you, you want to show her pepe, I'm going to leak your nudes. There are some people who do it, like the guy I was talking about. Sociopaths, they just enjoy the blackmail, because this guy he was a serial blackmailer. It was bad, it was terrible. I don't regret him being behind bars, but there are actually those that do it in fits of rage and anger, and after that you're so embarrassed, you're so ashamed of yourself. How do you live with yourself knowing that you've ruined someone's life? Like, she cheated on me, so I want to leak her nudes. And have some self-respect, have some dignity. She broke up with you, so what? There are girls out there. Are you so desperate? Are you so alone that you have to do something like that? In that moment of anger, you need to.
And I always find out those guys that do that always want to come back, but how can you come back when you do something like that?
Wait, you dare not even talk about coming back. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Where are you coming back to?
That's it.
To the
girl you put out there.
Yeah, so what they should do when you're thinking about doing it is basically, if you don't mean it and it's a matter of just anger and I'm going to show her pepe and all of this kind of stuff, there's no comebacks from that. You cannot now come back to this girl and say, sorry, my shit is all out there.
Sorry, my news are out.
Yeah,
but the part where I want to get is where it has leaked. Now everybody has it. Example, Tiwa Savage I intentionally didn't want to see it. Of course, I went on Twitter and then I just found it.
Yeah.
But then on my phone, trust me,
I
don't like that. I don't like, oh,
phone.
have you seen? Oh, let me share it to you. Like, quick.
Yeah.
Like,
a lot of people were like, oh, do you want to see? Oh, let me send it to you.
And put it up their status.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah. When the Tiwa Savage thing, I saw it on someone's status.
Oh no.
It was everywhere.
I really feel like people need to just stop and look at themselves. If that was you, would you like it? You know what I mean? I think every situation we always have to stop and say, if that was me, how would I feel about it? Because now everybody's so cold, everybody's just so ruthless with it. You know, I don't care about anybody's feelings, whatever, I'm posting it. And we're not really considering the people involved.
Families,
and, you know, families. This is very, it could literally,
a career you
if not
build
handled
all your
properly,
life.
it destroys, tears. You know, if these young girls get in trouble by their fathers, their mothers, it totally destroys even your future, who she's going to be. Imagine she wants to be a lawyer in the future or something.
And then they always have a way of bringing it back.
Yeah, yeah. And this is, and I always say to young people, listen, anything on the internet is out for good. It's there.
Cosmos and Cecilia, it was great. It was a great conversation. I've learned a thing or two. I'm not saying it's going to come out, but then when it does, I know what to do. Now, before we go, we want to get interactive with you. How do we do it?
How do we
get interactive, like your social media?
He's like, oh, you want to go out with me?
Oh, I made that.
You want to date me? You were all confused for a minute.
I was. On social media, on Snapchat, my handle is Reverend6 or REVCIXCC.
Oh, Rev.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, Rev.
The Reverend. REVCIXC. On all other social media is IAM_XENOGH. Yes, IAM_ZENOGH. Yeah.
Sissy.
Hi. So on Instagram, everywhere else actually, Twitter, everything, Cecilia Anno Barn, which is BARN. So Barn.
It was nice having you. And from Cheesy Pizza, you get yourself a coupon and you can enjoy it. You can get one to Sissy.
There you go.
Oh, let's go on a date.
I'm so down. I mean, she's not interested. She's not interested because
I didn't say that.
Are you? As a threesome.
Wait. Oh.
We'll talk about this after
the show. Now remember that Moans and Cuddles is sponsored by Cheesy Pizza. Cheesy Pizza has all you want, from juicy, smoothies, jollof, fried rice, pack, and meatballs. We have great deals for you all week round. Cheesy Pizza gives you the McCheesy combo every Monday and Thursday. With only 49 cedis, you get one small size pizza, fries and chicken, one cola drink at all branches. Tuesdays are Super Tuesday at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Buy your Super Family Pizza at half price every Tuesday for 40 cedis at all Cheesy Pizza branches. Be part of the midweek bonanza every Wednesday. Buy and get one free at all Cheesy Pizza branches. And also remember to start your weekend with special jollof and fried rice from Cheesy Pizza branches every Friday. Call 026-413-3397 to place your order. Cheesy Pizza, your way. My name is Paulina Deda Opoku. It was nice coming your way. We'll be back with the next episode of Moans and Cuddles.